In our books?
Yes, yes, I have seen. Not everything. The Bhagavad Gita I have not yet received. But
You have
I
not
have
seen Bhagavad
seen,
Gita?
I know them.
He has seen, but he will get today.
And I have some questions to put to you.
Yeah.
But first I would like to express my thanks that you made me this honor
Thank you.
to receive me. Oh, I have different questions because I'm in such a difficult situation that I know many Indian doctrines, and there is a difficulty because I know them only through the books without a guru. And for instance, one of the first questions I had to put, Vishnu Purana, it's very similar in very point to
Yes.
the Srimad Bhagavata.
Yes, Vishnu Purana.
Is that practically, can it be considered that it is the same kind of,
Yes, Vishnu Purana is Vaishnava literature.
is the same?
There are 18 Puranas. Out of 18, 6 are Sattik, and 6 are Rajasic, and 6 are Tamasic. The Sattik Puranas, they are Vaishnava literature. Vishnu Purana, Brahmanda Purana, Bhagavad Purana, Padma Purana.
The same, because I understood it is that the problem that Krishna is the original person
Yes.
of divine, but in by Ramanuja or Vishnu Purana it's the reverse. Vishnu is the highest.
Krishna is Vishnu.
And Krishna is the avatar of
No.
Vishnu.
Krishna is avatari. You have read Bhagavad Gita?
Yes, of course.
Krishna says, Aham sarvasya prabhava. Find out this verse.
10th chapter.
Aham sarvasya prabhava matta sarvam pravartati. Iti matya bhajanti mam dudha bhava samannita.
10th chapter 8.
So, sarvasya. There are originally 3 deities, Brahma, Vishnu, Maheshwara. So Krishna says, Aham sarvasya prabhava. I am the origin of all the deities. Read it.
Aham sarvasya prabhava kataksavam pravartate iti matra bhajante mam buddha bhava samannita. I am the source of all spiritual and material worlds. Everything emanates from me. The wise who know this perfectly engage in my devotional service and worship me with all their hearts.
Yes, that I know, but it is in the Bhagavad Gita. But for instance, in the works of Ramanuja, it is not Krishna, it's Vishnu, which is the highest form. There is one of the questions what I had to put that, and also in the. May I sit down?
Oh yes.
It would be much more.
Give him another fact.
Among the avatars which are described, if I'm not mistaken, the third book of Srimad Bhagavata, there are 2 questions that I have to put. There is Krishna himself who appears as his own avatar on the earth, Krishna and the Yada of Krishna.
Krishna, when he appears within this material world, that is also in the Bhagavatam, that he appears as Vishnu incarnation. But actually, Krishna is the, as in the Brahma Samhita, it is stated, Jasyaika Nishasita Kalam Athavalamba जीवंती लोम विलजा जगदन्ननाथा विष्णु महान ज यह कला विशेष. You understand?
Yes, I understand.
विष्णु महाविष्णु जस्य यह कला विशेष गोविंदमादि पुरुषम तमाम. So, even Mahavishnu, the origin of the material creation, there is Mahavishnu in the causal ocean. From him, Garbhodakshaya Vishnu enters into each and every universe. Jasyaika nishasita kalamathavalamba jivanti loma vilaja jagadanna natha. The Jagadanna Nath is Brahma. So, he is produced of the Garbhodakshaya Vishnu. And this Garbhodakshaya Vishnu is expansion of Mahavishnu. And Mahavishnu is Kala Vishesha, partial expansion of Krishna. Just say you have Brahma Santa.
Yeah, we copy bouncing. Jasya Prabhupada.
That is another. Jasya Nishasita Kala Avalamba. Mahavishnu is breathing. So, taking advantage of that breathing, innumerable universes are generating. And each universe there is a superintending deity which is called Brahma. Jasya hi nishasita kalam atha avalamba jivanti loma vilaja jagadandanatha. Many hundreds and millions of Brahmas there are. They live only taking advantage of the breathing period of Mahavishnu. Mahavishnu is subplenary portion. First Krishna, then Balaram, then Sankarshan, Pradyumna, Aniruddha, Vasudev, Sankarshan. Then from Sankarshan, Narayan. Then from Narayana, again Chaturbhuva, second Sankarshan, Vasudev, Aniruddha. And from the second Sankarshan is Mahavishnu. And from Mahavishnu, Karanodakshaya Vishnu. And from Karanodakshaya Vishnu, Kshirodakshaya Vishnu. The Kshirodakshaya Vishnu is in each universe, is the super soul. And when any incarnation comes within this world, he comes through Kshirodakshaya Vishnu. In that way, Krishna comes through Kshirodakshaya Vishnu. But this Kshirodakshaya Vishnu is the expansion of the expansion of Krishna.
Yes, I see, but
It is like that.
Yadava Krishna who spoke with Arjuna, it was the personal God himself, or it was an incarnation, this Krishna which is in Bhagavad Gita.
Advaita Achyuta Anadi Ananta Rupam. Krishna is one.
Yes.
Advaita Achyuta. Infallible. Anadi. He has no cause. Ananta Rupam.
Endless.
Ananta Rupam. Advaita Achyuta Anadi Ananta Rupam Adyam. Purana Purusham. He is the origin. Advaita Achyuti Anadi Ananta Rupam Adyam Purana Purusham Navajauvanancha. Still, he is just a fresh young boy. Govindam Adi Purusham Tamaham Bhaya. The Govinda is the Adi Purusham. Aham Adirhi Devana. Find out this verse. Aham Adirhi Devana. Ramanujarya has also admitted Krishna, the Supreme. Shankaracharya has admitted in his note on Bhagavad Gita, Sa Bhagavan Swayam Krishna. What is that?
Nami vidu suragana prabhavamana maharshayaha ahamadi hidevanam maharshinam cha sarvashaha. Neither the host of demigods nor the great sages know my origin, for in every respect I am the source of the demigods and the sages.
Yes, thank you. Now, still concerned with two of the incarnation, which I will list, because for me, this is the doctrine of personalism and of personal highest form of God. Now, among two of the incarnations, there is Kapila and Buddha. And Kapila is practically, finally, the classical Sankhya is atheist.
No.
How could it be?
This is imitation Kapila. And there is the original Kapila is Devahiti, son of Devahuti. Kapila.
It's what we can find in Bhagavad Gita with
Srimad Bhagavatam.
Ishvara and then Purusham Prakriti.
So Kapila, this Kapila is atheist Kapila, is a defined Kapila. Original Kapila is the son of Devahiti, son of Kardam Muni and Devahuti. That is described in the third canto of Srimad Bhagavatam.
Like it is in
He is
Yoga.
incarnation of Krishna, God, Kapila.
And now
And
Buddha.
actually he enunciated Sankhya philosophy. And this Sankhya philosophy, which is known in Europe, among the European scholars, that is the atheist Kapila, it is not original Kapila.
Not a true Kapila.
No.
And Buddha.
Buddha is Saktavesh avatar. We accept Lord Jesus Christ also, Saktavesh avatar. Muhammad, Saktavesh avatar. Saktavesh avatar means a living entity, especially empowered, and he preaches the philosophy on behalf. That is called Saktavesh avatar. There are different types of avatars. Guna avatar, Mandantara avatar, Juga avatar, Lila avatar, Saktavesh avatar, like that. There are described in the Chaitanya Charitamrita about the avatars. You find out teachings of Lord Chaitanya, avatars. Innumerable avatars. Come find out this chapter. Avatars asankhya. It is compared, just like in the river, the waves are flowing. You cannot count. How are what is that? Avatar. Read that chapter.
Lord Chaitanya continued, the expansions of Lord Krishna who come to the material creation are called avatars or incarnations. Avatara means one who descends from the higher spiritual sky. In the spiritual sky there are innumerable Vaikuntha planets, and from such a planet The expansion of the Supreme Personality of Godhead comes to this universe, and therefore he is called Avatara. Avatara means to descend. The first descent of the Supreme Personality of Godhead from the expansion Sankarshan is the Purusha incarnation. This is confirmed in the Srimad Bhagavatam, both in the first canto, 3rd chapter, as well as in the 6th chapter. It is said there that the Supreme Personality of Godhead descends as the first Purusha incarnation for the material creation, and he immediately manifests 16 elementary energies. He is known as Mahavishnu, lying in the causal ocean, and he is the original incarnation in the material world. He is the Lord of time, nature, cause and effect, mind, ego, and the 5 elements, the 3 modes of nature, the senses, and the universal form. He is independent and the master of all objects, movable and immovable in the material world. The influence of material nature cannot reach beyond the Viroja, or the causal ocean. And this is confirmed in the Srimad Bhagavatam, 2nd canto, 9th chapter. On the Vaikuntha planets, there is no influence of the modes of material nature. There is no mixture of the modes of goodness, passion, and ignorance. Neither is there any influence of material time. On those planets, the liberated associates of Krishna live eternally, and they are worshipped both by the demigods and the demons. The material nature acts in 2 capacities as Maya and Pradhana. Maya is the direct cause, and Pradhana means the elements of the material manifestation. The first Purusha avatar, Mahavishnu, glances over the material nature, and thereby the material nature becomes agitated, and the Purusha avatar thus impregnates matter with the living entities. By this glancing, consciousness is created, and consciousness is known as Mahat Tattva. The predominating deity of Mahat Tattva is Vasudeva. Consciousness is then divided into 3 departmental activities under the 3 gunas, or modes of nature. Consciousness in the mode of goodness is described in the Srimad Bhagavatam, 11th canto, and the predominating deity is Aniruddha. Consciousness in the mode of material passion produces intelligence, and the predominating deity is called Pradyumna. He is the master of the senses. Consciousness in the mode of ignorance is the cause of production of the ether, the sky, and the cause of production of the hearing instrument, the ear. The cosmic manifestation is a combination of all these, and thereby the innumerable universes are created. Nobody can count how many universes there are. These innumerable universes are being produced from the pores on the body of Mahavishnu. It is also said that as innumerable atoms are coming and going through the holes in a window, so from the pores of the body of Mahavishnu innumerable universes emanate. From his breathing also innumerable universes are being produced and annihilated. All his energies are spiritual, they have nothing to do with material energy. In the Brahma Samhita, it is also this fact is also stated. In the 5th chapter, 54th verse, it is said that the predominating deity of each universe, Brahma, lives only during 1 breath of Mahavishnu. Mahavishnu, again, is the original supersoul of all the universes. He is also the master of the universes. That is the description of the first incarnation, known as Mahavishnu. The second Vishnu incarnation enters into each and every universe, and in each and every universe he spreads water from his body, and on that water he lies down. From his navel the stem of a lotus flower grows, and on that lotus flower the first creature, Brahma, is born. Within the stem of that lotus flower there are 14 divisions of planetary systems which are created by Brahma. In each universe, the Lord, as Vishnu, maintains the universe, tending to its needs, and although he is within the universe, the influence of the material energy cannot touch him. The same Vishnu, when it is required, takes the form of Lord Shiva and annihilates the cosmic. Vishnu is the master of the universe, and in each universe there is a manifestation of the Garbhodakashayi Vishnu. Although he is within the material nature, still he is not touched by it. The third incarnation of Vishnu is also an incarnation of the mode of goodness. As the Kshirodakashayi Vishnu, he is also the supersoul of all living entities, and he resides in the ocean of milk within the universe. Thus Lord Chaitanya described the Purusha avatars. Then he described the Leela avatars. He said that there is no limit or count for the Leela or pastime avatars, but some of them may be described by the Lord, for example, Matsya, Kurma, Raghunath, Nrsimha, Vamana, and Varaha. A description of the qualitative incarnations of Vishnu or guna avatars is as follows. Brahma is one of the living entities, but he is very powerful on account of his devotional service. Such a primal living entity, by the influence of the mode of material passion, is situated as Brahma. He is made powerful by the Garbhodakashayi Vishnu directly, and therefore Brahma has the power to create innumerable living entities. A description of Brahma is given in the Brahma Samhita, 5th chapter, 50th verse. Brahma is likened to the valuable stones influenced by the rays of the sun, and the sun is likened to the supreme lamp. Although both lamps are of equal candle power, still one is accepted as the original, and the other is said to be kindled by the original lamp.
This is a very good example. There are many candles. Just like you ignite one candle, then from this candle another candle, another candle. So there may be thousands of candles.
Yes.
But each candle is of the same power, lighting power. But still, the first one is called original. So far the candle power is concerned, they are of equal value. But still, the first candle, second candle, third candle like that.
Yes, I understand.
Deepachireva hi dasantaram abhupetya deepayate nahi tata pitavasti hetu. They are not derived from any other power. They are all Vishnu tattva. Deepachireva hi dasantaram abhupetya deepayate jastadidevacha Vishnu taya vibhati. This is the expansion of Vishnu, Vishnu taya, Govindam adi Krishna. He is always referring Govinda, Krishna, Govindam adi Purusham tamam vaja.
Yet I still think of this problem, why Lord Krishna had to have an incarnation like Buddha, who was teaching practically atheist doctrine and no...
That is described, I have described in the Srimad Bhagavatam. Find out. Srimad Bhagavatam, first part.
I read it in your commentary to Srimad Bhagavatam that he didn't need to preach the worship of God because he was himself God.
Yes.
But he doesn't say it in the text.
Yeah.
The text he appears
That
like
is describing the Sanmohaya Surat Visham. Sanmohaya, just to bewilder the atheist class of men. The atheist class of men were advocating there is no God.
Yes.
So he appeared before them and they are killing animals like anything. So Buddha inaugurated the non-violence. So therefore, he is God himself and he is teaching there is no God. This is rather cheating.
Yes. Not teaching, but cheating.
So sometimes, just like a child does not want to go to school, so the teacher said, no, you don't require, because there is nothing. What do you see in your front? That's a cow. Now, what is this? The leg. Then what is the next? The second leg. What is the third leg? So he is teaching mathematics, but practically he says, you don't require to go to school. You just count the legs of the cow. That's all. It is like that.
But now there are some schools of Buddhists who are worshipping Buddha like a god.
Yes, he's God. He's God. They don't accept Buddha as incarnation of God. But from Vedas we understand that he is incarnation of God.
But he brought to the world the ahimsa, but I think ahimsa appears already in the Bhagavad Gita. But there was ahimsa also also by the Jains. No?
Ahimsa, because at that time people were killing animals in the name of yoga. Just like in the Christian world, the order is not to kill, but still they are killing. So, this misuse of scriptural injunction is always going on. A class of men there are who abuse the scriptural injunction and go on with their own motive. So, there was a period when people under the protection of Vedas, because Vedas in animal sacrifice is recommended for certain purpose, to test the proper chanting of Vedic mantras. The animal was not killed. The animal was put into the fire, then again it would come out with new life. That is the proper chanting of the Vedic mantras. So, for that purpose, animal sacrifice, just like in biological laboratories, they experiment on the body of animals, frogs, guinea pigs. Similarly, a similar experiment was made, how the Vedic mantra is being properly chanted. The test was that animals should be put into the fire, and if the Vedic mantras are properly being chanted, then that animal would come with a new body. So, an old cow or bull was put, and he would come with a fresh body. That was the purpose. Now, later on, they began to eat meat by so-called animal sacrifice. In that period, Lord Buddha appeared. About him, his description is there. Sadaya hridaya darshita pasu ghatam. Then Lord became compassionate on the animals as they are being killed unnecessarily. So, Lord Buddha, his only mission was to stop the sinful activities of animals, ahimsa, paramadharma. He was teaching them. But these rascals, they would show the evidence, just as Christian says, Lord Jesus Christ ate fish or something like that. Because Lord Jesus Christ ate fish, therefore they should maintain slaughter. This is their reasoning. The other day, somebody questioned me, and that I say this killing of animals is sinful activity. So somebody questioned that Lord Jesus Christ ate fish somewhere.
Yes.
So I said that he is powerful, he can eat the whole world. But you cannot imitate. You have to follow his instruction. What he says. He says, thou shalt not kill. So you shall follow his instruction, not his action. He is powerful, he can act somewhere or other according to circumstances. That is his business. Actually, that is the Vedic statement. That is like the sun can absorb the urine. People pass urine on the street and the sunshine absorbs. The urine evaporates. But sun is still pure. Rather, the place where urine was passed, it becomes disinfected. Similarly, those who are powerful, Isha, godly, you cannot imitate their actions. They are apparently doing something wrong, still they are pure. The same example. The sun is absorbing or evaporating the urine, but sun is still pure. But if I imitate and lick up the urine, that is not very good business. Similarly, we cannot imitate the powerful. We have to simply follow the instruction of the powerful. That is, but people on slight imitation, is that very good reason? Suppose Christ sometimes ate fish, but that is sufficient reason to maintain big slaughterhouse. Because Christ said, and he feast in the desert. Suppose there was no food, and he had to eat some fish. So that is his business. He could do it. He is powerful. But does it mean on that strength, throughout the whole world, the Christian would maintain big, up-to-date machinery for slaughter? This is simple. So Buddha wanted to stop this nonsense. Who were eating and killing animals on the strength of Vedas. They did not know what is the meaning, but they would say, in the Vedas it is stated, Pasava Badhaya Sishta. The animals are created for being killed. And what purpose it is killed? Without knowing. But actually they wanted to satisfy their tongue by eating the flesh. But they would give Vedic evidence. So, to stop this nonsense business, Buddha says that I don't care for your Vedas. Nindasi jagga vidhe suti jatam. Suti jatam means Vedic injunction.
Yes.
So, he condemned. No, I don't care for your Vedas. So he defied Vedic injunction. Because otherwise he could not establish his theory of non-violence. The violence in a certain way is recommended in the Vedas. So if he says no violence, then it is against Vedas. That way he had to declare, no, I don't follow the Vedic injunction. And because he did not, he publicly declared that I don't follow Vedic injunction, therefore he is taken as atheist. Atheist means who does not take the authority of the Vedas. Nindasi jagga vidhe raha stuti jata. But he did it. He is all powerful, he can do it. Why? Sadaya hridaya darisita pasukha kesavadhita buddha sharira jaya jagadisha. We worship him like that. Kesavadhita buddha sharira jaya jagadisha. From philosophical point of view, he is taken as atheist, but we Vaishnava, we know that he is God. He is God's incarnation of God.
I have been struck in Ceylon on seeing in Buddhist temples
Vishnu. Yes. There are in Penang also I have seen. They admit that Buddha is the incarnation of Vishnu. That is admitted in the Shastra. That means these Ceylonese or Penangese, originally they knew that Buddha is incarnation of Vishnu. In Ceylon you have seen.
Yeah, I have seen.
Similarly I have seen in Penang also. Vishnu mostly.
And but he said also the doctrine of Buddha that man has no person, doesn't exist as person. It's only some moving elements, physical and psychical, and nothing else.
Person. He is person.
Yes.
He is person. Lord Buddha is person.
Is person, but the man is not person for him. The man.
Buddhist philosophy did not admit a spiritual personal identity to the living being. That Buddhist philosophy was that we are simply this combination of chemicals.
Yes. That is alright.
Chemical, psychical, but no continuous, no Atman. It is
that is Sunnavadi, we say also. But
so there, I think it's. I must say that in when comparing different religions, I see that, for instance, what I find here.
There is no different religion. As soon as one tries to understand different religion, it is to be concluded that he does not know what is religion. That religion cannot be different. Religion is one. God is one, and the order given by God, that is religion. But different means according to time and circumstances, just like Lord Buddha, he is giving the same religion. He is God, incarnation of God. He is asking, just obey me. The same philosophy is being taught by Krishna, surrender to me. That is religion. Buddha also says, surrender to me, obey me. But that is religion.
Yes.
So, the religion is one who knows God and surrenders to Him, that is religion. And anything that is all cheating. Anything else, that is all cheating. That is not religion. This is religion. God is one and surrender to God, that is religion. You take any religion, it doesn't matter. If one has learned what is God and how to surrender to Him, that is religion.
But I noticed that, for instance, our Christian approach to
In
God
Christianity, they also recommend surrender to God.
is nearer to your approach than, for instance, I don't know, that's a Keval Advaita, I mean, where Nirguna Brahman is the higher form of than.
It's a Nirguna Brahma. Just like here we have got this example. This is what is called New Zealand lake, and a few steps after
Geneva Lake?
Geneva lake, and few steps after French lake.
Because French is bordering on Geneva Lake also.
Yes.
Therefore, sometimes it's considered French.
So the sky is one. Sky is one. So in the sky, in the atmosphere, where God is forgotten, that is called material sky. And the sky where God is not forgotten, that is spiritual sky. Just like the sky is one and the sun is one. But when your eyes are covered by cloud, you say the cloudy sky. The sky is not cloudy. The sky is one. It is always clear. But some portion of the sky, there is cloud, and you say, and this is cloudy sky. Similarly, materialism means when you forget Krishna, that is me. And when you know Krishna and act for Krishna, and that is spiritual.
Now one question still. Why in Rig Veda there is not even the name of Krishna?
Oh yes, Vishnu, there is. The Vishnu and Krishna have already, there is no difference.
Vishnu, yes, but not the name of Krishna.
No, in Atharva Veda there is name of Krishna.
Vishnu, yes, I know
Because it doesn't require them in every Veda, that should be. Because the Upanishads, they are impersonal stand. Negation of the material existence.
Yes.
That is negation, there is no positivity. So, when you come to the positivity, then you can understand Krishna. Goloko namni nijadhamni tale chatasya devi mahesa haridhamusu tesu tete prabhava nichaya vihitasya jena govindam adipusam tamam. So you cannot understand the Goloko namni nijadhamni tale chatasya. The Goloko namni planet, where it is. When we do not know how many planets are in this material world. Seeing very, very distant, 93 million miles away. But we have got little heat and light, we are satisfied with it. You see? But if you have got the capacity to run on just like that, trying to go to the moon planet, go to the sun planet. Actually, it is a fact, this planet is in your front, where can you go? Why? Why it is impossible to go? It is material. So you cannot go in the material planets, what to speak of the spiritual planets. So for them, this much knowledge, sunshine is light, that's all, nothing more. They cannot understand that poor brain.
But I'm struck that, for instance, for us in the West, the idea of personal God is strongly rooted in our consciousness.
Yes.
But
Lord Jesus Christ, your Vishnu, he directly gave you the idea of personal God. Because personal God is the origin. Brahmeti, Paramatmeti, Bhagavaniti Sabdit. Just like the same example, the sun god, the sun planet and the sunshine, they are one. They are not different. But still, this is impersonal, that is localized, and within the sun globe there is sun god.
Yes.
So, sun god is the origin of this light. Similarly, Krishna, the Supreme Personality of God. He is the origin of everything. Aham sarvasya prabhava, matta sarvam. That's the fact. But people with poor fund of knowledge, they cannot understand it. Therefore stop. This life, that's all, so much. Just like Lord Buddha, he did not explain anything about God. He said, just obey me and stop this animal killing. That's this much sufficient for you. That's all. Like lower class students, 1 plus 2 equal to 3, 2 plus 2, that much mathematics, not higher mathematics. Higher mathematics is not possible to understand.
Yes, of course.
That's it. But there is higher mathematics. Not 1 plus 2, 2 plus 3, not, that is still higher mathematics. But that is not meant for them. That is explained in the Bhagavad Gita. Jethathamang prapaddanti tan sukriyo. Those who are expert or insufficient knowledge, they cannot understand the Supreme, absolutely. That is also confirmed. Bhavanam janmanavante jnanavan man prapaddanti. After many births, when one is actually in full knowledge, he can understand Krishna and surrender to him. Vasudeva sarvamiti, samahatma sudurlabha. So, Vedas and scriptures are there differently, according to different conditions. Now, what Jesus Christ was teaching people, you can understand, the first injunction is thou shalt not kill. So what class of men they were, just you can understand. Otherwise, why he is first of all telling, thou shalt not kill. The Muhammad also said, from this day there is no sex with your mother. So you just see what class of men. So according to class of men, there should be teaching. Similarly, Buddha also, Lord Buddha said, no, there is no God. Just try to understand me. You obey me. Yes, sir. It has to be done like that.
Still, 2 questions I have still to remain. One is quite a small question. I have read in your commentary to the chastisement of Drona, killing of Drona, and where it was that the violence for a right cause is better than the so-called non-violence. Now I want to ask, for instance, to find that non-violence, or like Gandhi, it was wrong.
Gandhi was not a man of spiritual life. He was a politician.
Yes, but in his person.
Yeah. Gandhi, actually, he did not know anything.
Yes, he read Bhagavad Gita in English.
That is also nonsense. There was no Christian, there was no Mahabharata or Kurukshetra. He has written like that.
But he was dead with the word Ram, pronouncing Ram, were his last words.
That is the process of India, to chant the name of Krishna.
Yes.
Every Indian has got initial propensity. But actually Gandhi did not know anything about spiritual science. He was politician, that's all. That one Bengal governor, he was from Australia, Mr. KZ or I remember, the Gandhi is a politician among the centric person or a centric person among the politicians. His study was nice. his moral principle, character is very good. That is to be taken by the politicians. But so far as spiritual knowledge is concerned, there is nil.
But non-violence is not well in every case.
But non-violence, actually, that is the subject matter of Bhagavad Gita. What do you mean by non-violence? Because even not this body. Suppose if I tear away your coat, does it mean that you are killed? So those who are in the bodily concept of man, this body, for them this kind of fighting or killing is violence. It is violence. But the thing is, there is sometimes necessity. It's like every state maintains the military force, the police force. What is this? The violence department. Required. That is to explain in the Bhagavad Gita. Paritranaya sadhuna. Suppose you are attacked by some rogue, and if somebody comes and kills him, there is a necessity. There is necessity. If you say that time non-violence, it is foolishness. It is foolishness. Vinasaya duskrita. Those who are rogues and culprits, criminals, they should be killed. They should be stopped by violence. So violence is required sometimes. Violence is not bad. But it is not to be used ordinarily.
But this young boy who was asking what to do with the fascists a day before yesterday, he wanted precisely the violence to fight against the fascists. You remember?
First of all, the thing is that our principle is vinasaya duskrita. Those who are sinful, rogues, to kill. Now we have to judge whether the fascist is sinful or the person who is attacking the fascist is sinful. If both of them are of the same category, then where to use violence, where to use non-violence.
Yes.
Now, formerly, there was fight between nation to nation. And now, we have seen in Italy, I was in Rome, now they are fighting amongst themselves.
Awfully they fight.
Amongst themselves. Now they will fight in the family. So people are becoming so degraded, they require all to be killed.
Yes.
The fascist and the non-fascist and this and everyone, and that is being prepared, the atomic bomb. You see, they will be all killed, nature's way. You see, they have become so sinful. But I'm speaking this freely because you are a gentleman. The civilization, modern civilization, everyone is addicted to intoxication, everyone is flesh eating, everyone is illicit sex, everyone is addicted to gambling. It's a very pure person. They require all to be killed, fascist and non-fascist. Because according to Bhagavad Paritrana sadhana vinasaya duskrita. All these people, under different names.
Yes, it's violence for the violence sake, practically.
So people are so degraded. And there is no education. And there are so-called leaders. They are themselves degraded. They are themselves blind. So what is the position of the present society? It is very precarious condition. Therefore, at the end of Kali Yuga, people will be more and more degraded. There will be no more preaching. Krishna will come as Kalki Avadar, simply killing. That's all. Finished.
But we have still 4,000 years of Kali Yuga.
Not 4,000, 400.
400,000.
Yes. So, yes, the time is coming. And now, the partial killing is going on. You drop this, the atom bomb is ready. You have got, I have got, I drop on you and you drop on me, in both of us, we finish. This is going to be hell. People are so degraded. So unless one takes to Krishna consciousness, there is no possibility of being saved. There is example, there's grinding mill. You know grinding mill? Yes, so the grains are put within it and they're all smashed. But one grain who takes shelter of the center, the pivot, it is not smashed. Similarly, the modern civilization is that everyone is smashed. And one takes the center point, center, Krishna consciousness, he will not be. Kaunteya pratijanihi name bhakta pranasati. So, best thing is to take shelter of Krishna and save yourself. Save means, this is saving. If you simply understand Krishna, Janma, Karma, Krishna appears, disappears. Krishna works here also, in the battlefield or in other field. Krishna, the whole activity, you study Krishna both, beginning from the birth up to the point of his living this world, full of activity. Not that because his God is sitting one place. No. Full of activities in all different spheres of life. Arts, philosophy, politics, sociology, military arts, everything, complete. That is Krishna.
Yes, of course.
That is Krishna. If he would have appeared as Vishnu with 4 hands, then he had to take only verses, that's all. No other activity. Therefore he appeared with 2 hands like human being. Avajananti magamudha manusim tanumas. So simply if we understand what are the activities of Krishna, then we become eligible to go back to home, back to Tapta Deham. We are teaching that thing. We try to understand Krishna and all problems of life solved. We go back to home, back.
Everything is done by Krishna, and we are only the tools for him.
Everything is done by Krishna, that's all right. But Je Jathaman Prapada. As he wants Krishna to do, he says, only just surrender to me. He wants that. But you want so many things, therefore he gives facility. All right, do it at your risk. He doesn't want. He says, give up all this nonsense. Saradhanman parittaj. Mamekam sam, just surrender. That he wants. But because we will not do that. We want to do something else. But I cannot do without his sanction, therefore he sanctions. That means Krishna does everything. But I want to do, simply I want his sanction. Therefore, out of his causeless mercy, agrees, all right, do it. But you have to get the result of it.
I thank you very much
Hare
for that. It was really extremely useful to understand some problems.